What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be playing a game that's actually inspired by that 10 Life draft event. It's a Gingerbrute deck. It's interesting. It's something that I haven't really seen before, and I gotta say it's very fun to play. So before we go and hop into this deck tech or deck breakdown, as usual, I'd like to remind everybody, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like down below and a comment in the comment section if you have any suggestions for this video, future videos, or past videos. Furthermore, if you're new here, consider subscribing. It's free and it's a great way to get an update every time I put out a video such as this one, which is generally daily. If you're looking to support the channel through a monetary means, you can hit the join button down below the video. It'll give you a list of perks you can acquire upon joining up. And last but not least, if you're looking to pick up some magic cards while supporting the channel, you can head over to tcgplayer.com and use the promo code TheNewDoctorSpillikin. Now, on to what we are playing here today. So obviously the deck is heavily based around Gingerbrute, but we also have 4 copies of Beloved Princess. This will be the only creature card we have that is not an artifact, and you'll see why later. But this card is actually really good, especially for a common. If you equip things to her like all that glitters and all that, and you have all these additional artifacts down, or enchantments, whatever it may be, then she becomes a lot larger than a 3/3, right? And it becomes really annoying to try and block her. And all of this for, you know what, 1 mana for the creature and then 2 mana for the enchantment or artifact or whatever you equip her with. Honestly, pretty good card, and like I said, very cheap, as she is just a common. Moving us down, we have Gingerbrute, which is obviously the name of the game here. The really nice thing about Gingerbrute is it has this little ability that reads, Gingerbrute can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with haste for 1 mana. So what we are going to do is focus on building up Gingerbrute really big, whether it be by all the glitters or use an Ancestral Blade to just plus them up 1, Still Overseer to give them counters every turn, Mace of the Valiant to give them, you know, X amount, Angelic Exaltation to make them as strong as many creatures as we have. And then Unbreakable Formation is really just to keep your creatures alive, so please do remember that. But yeah, so Gingerbrute, 4 copies. We have 2 copies of Manifold Key, and this kind of works in, well, a 2-fold fashion. 1, it allows you to untap your Steel Overseer. 2, it allows, well, I guess it's 3-fold, huh? 2, it allows you to untap your Gingerbrute. If you've worked so hard on building them up so big, and your opponent has big creatures, but your Gingerbrute is your only big creature, then untapping him so you have a defender is really actually nice. And third, I guess, if you don't have a Gingerbrute, or you don't have a Beloved Princess, if you don't have some creature that can get through easily, you can pay 3 mana and tap this little artifact, and the target creature can't be blocked this turn. So it's a nice way to get through your opponent's creatures, or whatever they may have, right? We have 4 copies of All That Glitters. This enchantment that reads, enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment you control. And now obviously we're playing a whole lot of artifacts and enchantments, so this works kind of beautifully in our deck. Ancestral Blade is an artifact, it's going to give this creature as well. It's very cheap. It's very nice. Actually, a lot of the cards in this deck are very cheap. Still Overseer is expensive, but you could replace Still Overseer, I feel like, fairly easily. And honestly, you could probably double down on the Still Overseer if you really wanted to, and just go more into the artifact creatures if you do have him. Anyways, so yeah, Still Overseer is nice, you know, tap, put a +1/+1 counter on each artifact creature you control. It does put 1 on itself as well, so say you have 2 down, that's 2 counters to everything that's an artifact creature, which, you know, you have a fair amount of. Moving us down, 2 copies of Mace of the Valiant. As I said, this is going to help in building up the Gingerbrute or the Beloved Princess. 3 copies of Unbreakable Formation, going to keep your creatures alive. 4 copies of Clockwork Servant, going to allow you to draw a card, also not too expensive, so you get a creature down, you get to draw a card, and it works with Still Overseer, so also buffs up, you know, all the glitters, so it has its nice little nook in this deck, if you will. 2 copies of Angelic Exaltation, which, as I already said before, is used for the Beloved Princess and Gingerbrute. And then 4 copies of Conclave Tribunal for some removal. And actually, if you wanted to, you could probably take out Still Overseer and play Healer's Hawk and have a similar result. Still Overseer might have a little bit better, but honestly, having another creature that's evasive that can get in, you know, fairly easily and be built up fairly easily might be just as good as having Still Overseer, right? So that's going to do it for the deck tech or deck breakdown, and now we're going to go and hop right into our matches. Alrighty. Dre? I don't know. Any losers. The opponent goes first. We have 2 creatures that we could potentially get to. It's a bit risky. I'll keep it. We'll see how it plays out. Gingerbrute. It's always a nice turn 1 draw when you already have all that glitters in hand. Soren's Thirst. Cool, cool. Hey, we drew a Plains. That's actually really good news for us, so it means we can get our Clockwork Servants down with the Adamant cost. Bloodthirsty Aerialist, never something you want to see. Another Plains. Means Conclave is probably getting cast come next turn. Steel Overseer is fantastic. That's another thing. Healer's Hawk would give you a flyer to actually deal with flyers outside of just Conclave Tribunal. So yeah, maybe Healer's Hawk over Steel Overseer. Maybe. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and use Conclave Tribunal here on the Bloodthirsty Aerialist. We'll see what their response is, because clearly they have something cooked up, right? Maybe not. Maybe they have a creature with flash to take out our Clockwork Servant. We shall see. Nope, none of the above. Alright. Next turn we'll go up to 5 mana. I'm thinking we go Mace of the Valiant into an attack into a Steel Overseer. And we just hope that they don't kill our Steel Overseer, right? Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. Sorry. Wouldn't be a video of mine if my phone didn't go off. Okay. Another Soren's Thirst. How convenient. How super duper. Okay, so on our next turn, we can play a Clockwork Servant. We can also equip Mace of the Valiant. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Or we could play double Clockwork Servants. Kind of like the idea of playing one and equipping Mace, though. I'm not gonna lie. Excuse me. They're waiting for us to equip that Mace so they can remove our other Clockwork Servant. I can see it in their eyes. Look at that. They only have 3 cards left in hand, though. So if like all their cards are removal, you know, it might be alright. Alright, they're gonna take the 4 damage. Fantastic. They've only played 2 cards, and they have 6 mana. I'm very, very concerned. Meteor Golem. They're gonna destroy my Conclave Tribunal. Yeah. The targeting for that was weird. It said that it targeted my my Clockwork Servant. Any hoosers, we're gonna go ahead and play our other Clockwork Servant. Draw another card. Mace of the Valiant gonna do its lovely magic. We have 2 all that glitters. I think I'm actually just gonna throw these. Well, tell you what, I'll throw one here. Make him real big. I'll throw one here. Make him real big. And then we'll swing in with both. Because that's fun. Alright. 11-12 up against the Meteor Golem. And 8-9 gonna get in. Cool, cool. Yeah, Soren's Thirst those, motherfucker. Then they just murder both of them. They're swinging in with their Bloodthirsty Aerialist. They gotta have a... That's it? Okay, so that's gonna be a GG in a game 1. Look at those Clockwork Servants doing work. Never would have thought it, huh? And yes, that was a pun. That was meant to be a pun. It wasn't that good, but anyways, game 1 being picked up by Gingerbrute Bash. On into a game 2. Insane 2 gonna be our next foe. We go first. I do kind of like this hand. If we can draw 1 more Plains, that's a Clockwork Servant drawing us a card. We have the Beloved Princess, all that glitters, turn 1, turn 2 play. So, yeah, not terrible. Now, Beloved Princess won't go up to a 3/3 like the the Gingerbrute did, or does rather, because she herself isn't an artifact creature. So, ooh, we drew into another Plains, and I would have to say we drew into it perfectly, right? Just in time. So we're gonna swing in with our Beloved Princess, and they are not gonna block it. Good, good. Passion Orator. So this is going to be a life gaining back and forth battle. I do like the side of that Gingerbrute, I gotta say. So our Beloved Princess is going to go up to a 3/3 thanks to that Clockwork Servant. Next turn we can play the Ancestral Blade and the Gingerbrute if we want. We'll have to see what their plans are. Another Impassioned Orator. I gotta say I'm not super happy about that. I'm waiting for them to play the Ajani's Pridemate. I think that will be the targets of our Conclave Tribunals. They have their own Beloved Princess. Look at that. Looky there. Another land. Yeah, so I think we're gonna go Ancestral Blade, Gingerbrute, and Gingerbrute can't be blocked. Then we'll swing in with these two. They might chum block with their Beloved Princess, but I highly doubt that they'll triple block our Beloved Princess. And if they do, I mean, that's fine. They're going to? They're actually going to. Alright. Sounds like a trade to me. Because we still have Angelic Exaltation, right? So we'll still have that oomph, right? That power. And they're down to 2 cards. One of which was a land, one of which was a Healer's Hawk, and one of which was a Beloved Princess. So I'm feeling pretty good. Don't mean to toot my own horn or anything, but I do feel pretty good. Oh, that's gonna be strong with Gingerbrute. So we're gonna go ahead and play Angelic Exaltation this turn. We'll swing in with I guess we'll just swing in with our little 2/2. No reason to swing in with the little 1/1 on this turn at least. Future turns, Gingerbrute won't be able to be blocked, so that's where the beauty of Angelic Exaltation comes in, and we'll be able to play our Clockwork Servant plus. Okay, I was say, what are they doing here? Throwing caution to the wind. Ooh, Manifold Key. That's not bad either. All right, so Clockwork Servant draws a card, hit another land. That's not too shabby. We will go ahead and play our Manifold Key. We'll go ahead and make it to where Gingerbrute cannot be blocked, and then we will go ahead and swing in. So there's some free damage for us. And again, we're keeping the Conclave Tribunal bag just in case they go to toss in a Johnny or something. Pacifism on my Gingerbrute? That's not gonna do. Although we do still have Manifold Key, so it's not like we're completely cut off from this free damage. There's a Steel Overseer. So yeah, instead of using Conclave Tribunal on Pacifism and doing all that, we're just gonna use Manifold Key on one of our Clockwork Servants. Next to combat, swing in with you. Does that work for you? You thought you could stop me, but in reality, you can't. Also, your deck seems a bit lackluster. It seems like they have way too many low-cost creatures, no draw mechanics. Okay, so they're giving up here. Good game. Good game indeed. Ah. And I drew another Gingerbrute. How perfect. That really would have been the perfect finish. Again, I apologize for my dogs barking for no apparent reason. I'm gonna go check on them, and then we're gonna hop into a game. Voice crack. Game 3. Double Bubble. Gonna be our third and final foe for the day. Double Bubble. Wow. This is a pretty good hand. If we could have gone first, I would have been super happy. I really don't like going second. I don't know. How does everyone else feel about that? Is going second a general, like, is it in general distasteful for people? Like, I really feel like a lot of, maybe it's just a lot of my decks, but I feel like a lot of decks, they go so much better when you go first. Priest is really, really annoying, but I don't see them being able to get down 2 creatures next turn. Well, they very well could, actually. They very well could. Let's go and get down our Steel Overseer. It's a bit of a risk, I know, but yeah, sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit, as the pros would say. So we'll wait, hope, and see. Here comes the Lazotep Reaver. Exactly what we didn't want to hope and see. Anyways, Priest is going to be, you know, sacrificing them. We're going to be sacrificing our Gingerbrute because I don't want to get rid of my Steel Overseer. Or maybe I do because we have 2 all that glitters, right? And the goal here is to deal damage quickly. Steel Overseer is a bit of a gamble keeping it alive. So yeah, actually we're going to get rid of our Steel Overseer. Crazy? Maybe. Maybe. But maybe it's just crazy enough to work. Another Gingerbrute. Well, we can at least do this. Put it up to a 3/3. Play our other Gingerbrute. Put it up to a 4/4. Swing in. A Yara and Priest. A combo everyone loves to see, right? I'm guessing you're playing the little kitty cat as well. Right, so this is going to take me down to 16. Next turn we can play another All That Glitters and then make one of our Gingerbrutes unblockable. Yurok's Finlurker, gonna make us discard a card, basically. Exile a card, whatever. We will exile the Ancestral Blade. It's probably the weakest of our cards. And what do I want to get rid of there? Is probably Priest, right? Or maybe a Yara. A Yara does heal them. Let's go one more turn with our Gingerbrute. Alright, so this is going to be a good non-damage, which means that we can kill them next turn, given things stay the same. That's kind of crazy. Huh. Because, like, even if they make us remove our other Gingerbrute, our original one still is an 8/8, right? No, because we have 2 All That Glitters. Fuck, so it goes down to a 7/7, actually. But then if we play Conclave Tribunal, back up to a 9/9. But then it can't be unblockable. Fuck. The situation I'm in. Alright, so they're definitely about to use Priest, which means we're going to lose the 1/1 Gingerbrute. They're... Oh, fuck, I forget about the Yara, too. So many math problems going into this game. I was so close. So close yet so far away, right? So go ahead and sacrifice those 2. I'll sacrifice my Gingerbrute. It'll be a fine and dandy day. So maybe I should have went with the Conclave on the Priest there. Y'all think? Y'all think I jumped the gun playing the second All That Glitters? Maybe. Maybe, maybe. Oh. Are they about to play another creature? Because if they do, that's bad. Cauldron Familiar. That's bad. Well, if we can draw into a land, I think we still have this game. No, we don't, because they're up to 12 now. Right, forget about a Yara and her health. Fuck. So back and forth, so back and forth. We will go ahead and use this, though, auto pay. Take the Priest before she can take me. Alright, so we're still going to be dealing 9 damage to him. Yeah, your little cat trick doesn't work on me, Buster. I got a Gingerbrute. You can't catch him. Alright, so they're down to 3. So it all basically comes down to what they draw on their turn, right? Yeah, Witch's Oven, Witch's Oven. I get it, I get it, I get it. Man, I wish this process was faster. This is such an annoying process. Alright. So they can go back up to 8. If they have another Lazotep Reaver, that's going to be trouble for us because they go back up to 10. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, there's the Witch's Cottage. But they won't get it till next turn unless they draw. Sir Conrad the Grim. Good game. Oh, yeah, they deal 3 and then they have Witch's Oven. Ah! Fuck you, Double Bubble. Fuck you, kitty cat. Oh, well. We almost destroyed them. I honestly think I jumped the gun with that second All That Glitters. Had I Conclave Tribunal them, I wonder if I would have won this match. Who knows? Hindsight's always 20/20 though, right? And oftentimes I tend to jump the gun, right? Anyways, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed this very interesting deck, and be sure to let me know down below if you have any tips or suggestions for it, for sure. Anyways, that's gonna do it. Like all that good stuff. Yeah, as always, I'll see you either later tonight or tomorrow. Peace.